Yo, what's up, y'all? Listen, I know you're probably thinking it. Today feels a little slow. I mean, the weather's matching the vibe, and it's one of those days where nothing's really popping off. But don't trip, because we've got stories that are bound to keep you on your toes. From Fetty Wap getting real about his past struggles to Cassie stepping up to testify at Diddy's trial, we're diving into it all today. So grab your snacks, settle in, and let's get to it. Let's start with Fetty Wap. Yeah, you know, the one. Trap Queen had us all singing, but now it's all about his real talk. The dude's saying that his music hasn't been popping the way it used to. His singles are barely making waves, and guess what? He went back to the streets. Yep, you heard that right. Fetty Wap returned to selling drugs, and before you judge, listen to what he had to say. It ain't nobody else's fault that I'm here, he said.
Get a deal for $3 million, you gotta pay taxes on $3 million, but you walked away with 1.8,
Right.
1.5. But you gotta pay $3 million, so you gotta think about that 1.5 that you're spending. You're really supposed to be paying that for taxes. Now you balled out. Now you gotta get another check to make up for the last check. It's like, so you know,
taxes on the new check.
Now you working check to check. Yeah, the check's big, but you working for $1 million to $1 million check. A $5 million check because you get a $5 million check. Half of it go to taxes. You spent $500,000, $1 million on jury. You ain't got nothing left. You had to give your manager something, but your manager didn't tell you. You gotta pay money on the $5 million.
So, what does that mean? Fetty's not blaming anyone else. He's blaming the industry. He feels like if his music was still hot, he wouldn't have had to make those choices. But hold up, there's a twist. Is he right? Is the industry the villain here, or is there more to the story? Fetty's sister's calling for a pardon, and now we've got to ask, should we give him a second chance, or did he dig his own hole? Switching gears, let's talk about Cassie. This one's about to get really messy. Cassie's preparing to testify in the trial against Diddy, and she's not hiding behind a pseudonym. Nope. She's stepping up as victim one, ready to face him head on. And the charges? They're heavy. We're talking racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, you name it. But here's the thing. Cassie's no saint in this whole thing either. There's a lot of history, some shady dealings, and a whole lot of rumors swirling. Was she just another victim in Diddy's empire? Or was she complicit in the chaos? Whatever the truth is, the fact that Cassie is coming forward could change everything. Do we believe her? Or do we need to dig deeper into this twisted web? Now, I gotta ask, what does justice actually look like here? We know Fetty's sister is campaigning hard for his pardon, saying, it's April, the month of second chances. She says he's been serving time for a nonviolent offense and has learned his lesson.
That was wrong. That was really fucked up, and that's gonna be dealt with. And this person's gonna be okay, and we're all here.
Wild. That's what y'all doing out there?
She even hit us with a post, asking Trump to consider commuting his sentence. But here's where it gets tricky. Does someone really deserve a second chance? Or is it about not making the same mistake twice? Fetty's music career is nowhere near where it used to be. And while we all love a good comeback story, does that justify letting him out? And would Trump even consider it? He's been known to surprise people, so we'll see. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Second chances are easy to talk about, but harder to make happen. Hold up. Let's break away from the courtroom drama for a minute. You know who we're talking about? Trey from Naughty by Nature, Mans. Always been known for his style, but lately, he's been stirring the pot. This dude almost had a full-on altercation with a security guard over a school visit. I'm talking heated. Tensions were high, voices were raised, and it looked like it was going to get physical. What was the issue? The security guard wasn't letting him in to see the kids, and Trey wasn't having it. You're not going to talk to my wife like that, he said. But here's where it gets wild. He wasn't just mad at the security guard. He was livid at the cameraman who was filming the whole thing. Now tell me, what's going on here? Does Trey have a point? Should he have been allowed to see the kids, or was security just doing their job? It's clear, though, emotions were running high. But the real story might just be the camera rolling on all this drama. If you're thinking about stepping into the music industry, you need to listen up. Future dropped some serious game about the real side of getting paid. A $3 million deal might sound like a dream, but by the time taxes and expenses hit, you're barely walking away with $1.5 million. And then, bam, you're buying jewelry and paying for the lifestyle you thought would last forever. But here's the thing. What happens when the money dries up? Future's laying it out for you, saying you're working paycheck to paycheck, even when that paycheck is $5 million. Fame and money don't last forever, and trying to keep up with the image can leave you in a worse spot than you started. You have to hustle just to pay off the lifestyle you built. Sound familiar? It's not all glitz and glamour, it's work, real work. Future's here to remind you, don't get lost in the fantasy. It's not as easy as it looks.